Hello everybody, my name is Roman Rodrigues and I'm doing additional mathematics. Today is lesson 6 and we are on exercise 23.1 on page 516. So I'm solving the 8th question from this exercise. It says here that ABCD is a rectangle. So we draw a rectangle, let's say this is a rectangle. In rectangle you know that opposite sides are equal and each angle is equal to 90 degrees. So let's call this A, B, C and D. This is a rectangle. In a rectangle every angle is equal to 90 degrees and opposite sides are equal. Okay, given that AB is equals to P, this is AB and this is equals to P, and BC is equals to Q. BC is equals to Q. Let me draw the vector over here, AB. Expressed in terms of P and Q, you need to find A, that is what AC is equals to. Okay? First let's find AC. In terms of P and Q. Now, AC, so I'll have to join this. AC, this is what you have to find. Now AC, vector AC is equals to, using the law of triangle, in triangle ABC, we have AC is equals to AB plus BC. Okay, so we have AC is equals to, in terms of P and Q, what is AB? P, and BC is equals to Q. So there you go. We just found out what AC is equal to. It's that simple. Now let's solve the B part of this question. DB, DB, vector DB. Now DB would be here. This is DB. Okay. So it moves like this. So in DB, we will consider triangle DAB. DAB triangle. So you have DB equals to DA plus AB. DA plus AB. Okay? So DB is equals to, now what is DA? Now do you know that DA is equals to CB? Okay? Now since the vector is going towards B and C, so if the direction changes, the sign of this will change. So I can say, like, let me put it over here, DA is equals to CB, and since BC is equals to Q, so CB in the opposite direction it will be minus Q. So DA will be equals to minus Q. Okay? DA is equals to minus Q, because the vector is going from south to north, here it's coming from north to south, so it will be minus Q. So DB is equals to DA, which is minus Q, plus AB. AB is along this direction, so it's P. So we can say that DB, vector DB is equals to P minus Q. There you are. So we've just solved question number 8, part B. Now in part C, it says Bx. What is Bx equals to? Now, where x is the midpoint of CD. CD, let's say this is the midpoint and this is x. Okay, so that means this side is equals to this side. So where x is the midpoint of CD, you have to find Bx. Bx, this is Bx. There you are. This is Bx. So we are looking at triangle BXC or CXP, same. So in BX, towards this direction, BX, using the law of addition of a triangle, we have BC plus CX. BC plus CX. BC plus CX. BC is equals to Q, no issue. What is CX? CX is half of CD. Cx is half of CD. Let me write it down over here. Cx is half of CD. Okay, because Cx is equals to xd, x is your midpoint, so Cx is half of CD. Remember, we are going in this direction. Okay, now, but what is CD? CD is equals to BA. CD is equals to BA. And you know that AB is equals to P, so BA will be equal to minus P. The direction changes, negative vector. So CD is equals to minus P. Now, CD is minus P. Okay, now we have CX over here, and CX is equals to half CD. So CD is equals to BA and CD is equals to minus P. Now we substitute this value over here, so we'll get CX is equals to half. In place of CD, I can write P. In place of half, CD is equal to minus P, minus P. There you go. So CX, now I'm replacing it over here, is equals to minus half P. In other words, Q plus and minus is minus P upon 2. This is what Bx is equals to. We can leave the answer till here, or we could write it down as Bx is equals to minus 1 upon 2P plus Q. Okay, same thing, minus 1 upon 2P plus Q. If you write it down this way, I've taken it this way. So we have solved this question, part A, B and C. Now let's move on to the next part. Given that P is equals to 2Q. Now this is, remember, we are doing unit vector over here, and Q is a unit vector, so you have to evaluate Bx. Unit vector means 1, so we have Q is equals to 1, the unit vector. Okay? Now, when you are using the sign of modulus over here, it means using Pythagoras theorem. So using Pythagoras theorem to solve this triangle, because you are asked Bx, okay? So Bx. So this is the hypotenuse, and this is the, according to Pythagoras theorem, the square of the hypotenuse is the sum of the square of the other two sides. Okay, so Bx, the whole square is equals to BC, the whole square, plus Cx, the whole square. Cx, the whole square. Now what is BC? BC is equals to Q, so I can write Q whole square plus, what is Cx? Cx we know is minus 1 upon 2P the whole square. Unit vector Q is equals to 1, is given to us, so this becomes 1 the whole square, and plus minus the whole square will give you 1, so I can write this down as P, so P upon let's keep it as P upon 2 squared, or I can write down 1 squared plus P squared upon 2 the whole square will give you 4. Now what is P? Mod P is equals to here 2 unit vector Q. So I can write this down as 1 plus 2 unit vector Q. And since this whole thing is P, and then you have a square over here, so these two will be squared. So I'll have to square this and square this as well. Upon 4. Remember, this is all what Bx, the whole square is equals to. Okay? So I have Bx, the whole square is equals to 1 plus 2 the whole square will give you 4 upon 4, and the unit vector Q is 1. So since this is Q and the whole square, so that means 1. I can put this as 1 the whole square. 4 and 4 will cancel. Bx whole square is equals to 1 plus 1, and 1 plus 1 would give you 2. So Bx, you need to find Bx mod. You need to get rid of the square because it's just evaluate Bx. So when you remove this, So put under root 2 over here. Okay? Because the square is over here, when you remove square, then you put the sign of the radical. There you go. So we have evaluated this and we have also found what AC, BV and BX is equal, okay, in terms of P and Q. Right? So I hope to see you in the next lesson. Take care.